This is Jen Cates with my final draft of my This I Believe essay. I made a lot of changes on this because I feel like my perfectionist self wasn't allowing me to accept the original draft that I made, and given all of the extraordinarily helpful constructive criticism I've been getting, I really wanted to put it to work and kind of, you know, use what my peers said to kind of rewrite my story. So I definitely changed a lot. It's still, I mean, I really, one of my peers during the discussion workshop said that she was a little confused in the first paragraph as to what the story was going to be about, whether it was going to be about snowboarding or acceptance or sports in general, or how I found acceptance in sports. So I kind of tried to outline that a little bit better by using a, an actual I believe sentence in the first paragraph. I don't normally like to I kind of have like a suspenseful writing technique. Like the way I write is I want to kind of like draw you in, but then like leave you hanging for a second, and then within my two to 3 to 5, I think it's 3 to 5 sentences, give you a sense of what's gonna be going on, but never actually like I don't want to completely ruin the entire story until we start getting into it in the second paragraph. So I want to give you an idea, but I don't want to ruin it. That's why I was a little hesitant to use my I believe statement in my very first paragraph. Although I did take her advice and I tried to coordinate it into it. Um, another set of criticism that I received was just the description, like, and I guess the detail. They said that it was very detailed, but it was confusing at times because she felt like the detail just kind of hopped around, and didn't really focus on any one moment or one emotion at a time. So it was a little confusing. So I really did try to do that, and I still, I mean, like I said, my perfectionist kind of had a problem with the way I felt like it flowed. So I tried to change it to something I was a little bit more comfortable with, which is probably the exact thing that we were talking about not doing with, during the discussion about the Watcher, with, writing comfortably. But I felt like if I were to turn it in without being comfortable with it, I would second guess myself and, get a terrible score. I definitely, I made sure that when I wrote, I really did try to focus on a feeling, because, writing about snowboarding, it's hard to focus on any one time, just because, while snowboarding, this is what I feel often. Like with snowboarding, I feel this way every single time I do it. So I wanted to focus on the feeling of snowboarding in general, besides, the first time I ever snowboarded. And then I definitely, I tried really hard to take your advice about trying to get what I meant about acceptance out there, a little clearer during the last couple of paragraphs. And I think, I feel like my strong points here was being able to use my criticism in the way that I did, trying to make it more understandable for certain readers and, kind of change it up a little bit. I feel like that was my strong point this time around. My weak point was setting up my writing. I think I was ready to write about it. I had written down, I made a chart, I'd written down the details that I wanted to write about, but then when I wrote about it, it just came out, I felt like it came out weird. Like it just, to me, looked like a big run-on sentence of word vomit. So I didn't really like that very much. But if I had to go back and change anything about my essay, I think I actually did a pretty good job of doing that. Topic-wise, I don't think I would have changed my topic. I think this was an easy and comfortable thing for me to write about for my first paper of this semester. But it really helped me get into the flow of writing. So I don't think I would have changed the topic. But I definitely, as far as revision goes, I think I went back and I changed a pretty substantial amount. So I don't think I would change anything else. I feel pretty confident in this paper given all of the revisions I've made. I really, really hope that you like it as well. I think that's all. So thanks for listening.